Here's the spreadsheet we developed in the first recorded segment for question 2 in Unit 11. It shows that if our gross salary rises from $31,200 to $45,300 over 10 years, then our take-home salary, the amount of money we actually get to spend, will rise from $24,800 to $34,811. Now let's answer the 3 questions that were posed in the previous problem. First, how fast is our take-home pay rising at an annual rate? It rises from $24,800, that is this amount, to $34,811. Let's guess that that's an annual rise of 3%. If it was 3%, then our salary would rise this way over the years. Does it rise to $34,811? No, a little bit too low. We'll increase this by using goal-seek to the correct amount. We'd like that final answer to be $34,811, and we'll get it by changing the annual percentage increase. So the annual percentage increase is 3.45 on average. That's what it takes to rise from $24,800 to $34,811 over a period of 10 years. Next question. Assuming the inflation rate is 3%, how much more can you buy than you could 10 years ago? We'll follow the price of an arbitrary item, say one that costs $100, noting again that this amount doesn't matter in calculating our answer. If a $100 item increases at 3% a year, it increases this way over 10 years. And we can calculate how many of each item we can buy by taking the total amount of money we have to spend, our take-home pay, and dividing it by the cost of the item. Each year the amount of money we have to spend increases, but at the same time the cost of the item also increases, and it's not obvious whether we can buy more and more or less and less. But the calculations will tell us. And the answer is, we can buy more and more. 248 here, and at the end of 10 years, 259. Looking at the percentage increase, we can say that over the 10 years, our ability to buy things has increased by about 4.4%. Last part of the question is, on an annual basis, how is our real purchasing power growing? Here we can buy a certain amount. 1 year later we can buy more. How much more in percentage terms? Here's our usual percentage formula. And we find that we can buy very little more, less than 1%, in fact less than 0.5%, about 0.38% more than we could the previous year. Dragging this down, we see that the answer is not quite constant over the years, but that over this full 10-year period it's quite low. Generally speaking, we'd say we can buy about 0.4 or 0.5% more each year than we could the last year. And this is the rate at which our real purchasing power is growing.